I believe it only leaves a heart behind instead of a fairy. Oh, we have a nice little medallion to start our travels with. Looks like Bombos. So a nice little way to start our run, a Bombos medallion. So all of you haters in chat saying you're not going to find anything, I think we're off to a pretty good start with Bombos. Looks like we have Old Man Sunshine and Ace0187 heading into the escape sequence. Going to be rewarded with 10 arrows. Signums and Calvin look to be on their way into the Lost Woods. 3 bombs on Ace0's side. So the escape giving you arrows and bombs, just nothing to shoot them with. Calvin seeing 3 bombs in the Lost Woods, and he's in. It looks like we've just got some rupees in the Lumberjack Cave, so Aga's looking a little bit... the Lumberjack Cave is definitely dead, but Ognum, we could still get some action there. So it looks like we're going to have a little sync, so our runners will hopefully all be synced together. It looks like Old Man Sunshine is the last one to be synced. He's about 2 seconds behind, but we're going to start to see our Kakariko checks come in. As we see our Bloomerang, so we have bombs and a boomerang to work with so far. Not sure we can MacGyver too much with that in the way of taking enemies down, but we'll see what the Blind Hut has. A cane, a heart, some money, more money, and the back of Blind's hut will reveal more money. So Calvin with the Cane of Samaria. Signum's about to get the Cane of Samaria. And it looks like we've had a map check and 3 crystals in the light world. Calvin the first into the well. Wow. Kakariko well paying off. So Fire Rod, Ice Rod. And the Cane of Burna as well. Okay. That might be a little bit more than a 10 of 10 well. That might be an 11 of a 10. Just about everything you need aside from a pointy object to start working on really thinking about doing some dungeoneering. And Signum's picked up a sword. I'm not entirely sure where. I think Calvin will show it to us in short order as well. The sword was in the well. That was the item I didn't see. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely 11 of 10. We got Cane of Burna, Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Sword. So it just keeps getting better and better. And it looks like the Redarang in the library. Yeah, I definitely agree. Hype Cave could only hope to ever be that hype. That was a pretty insane well. So let's see where our runners are going to head off to. It looks like Calvin's pretty interested in some pyrotechnical shenanigans. So it looks like we're just about missing Master Sword, Hammer, Hookshot, Bow, and our gloves. It looks like the dam going to provide us with 300 rupees, as it looks like most of our runners are now headed in that direction. Yeah, we won't know about the flippers and the flute until we see a Dark World map check. Because if we have Misery Mire and Turtle Rock as pendants, and as much as I love a Ped Seed, we may not need to see them come into play. So it looks like Signums is going to be the first into our mini Moldorm cave. So let's see what we have on the menu here after we fry up some Moldorms. Oh, I just heard an intruder alert. I think my partner showed up.
I was masquerading as that last Moldorm Signubs was destroying, but I appear to have been flushed out.
Oh, got him.
Hey guys, this is Tony. Sorry I'm late, but it looks like we're off to a good start. We've got both rods, both canes, a sword, and bombos, and a bloomerang I see on A0 screen. What is a seed?
Easy mode.
Apparently.
It's disguised as an hard open mode, but you just get all the items at the start, except you're probably going to get trolled on the hammer.
And the hook shot.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think at this point it's just a matter of finding Dark World access and/or a bow.
Yeah, you're gonna need those gloves before you do much. At the very, very minimum, that power glove in the mirror. And the moon pearl.
You can super bunny anything.
If you do it right, if you try hard enough. I didn't see too much in Ice Cave over there on Signub's screen. Oh wait, no, that was a hook shot. I just looked at the replay.
That's not too much. Just, one of the last items we need for go mode at
yeah,
10 minutes in, minor details.
But that was crystals, as far as I could tell, on all of the dungeons in Light World.
That is correct. So A0, you're missing out there, buddy. You just save and quit after the mini Moldorm cave. That's unfortunate.
When he gets back there, he's gonna hate himself. But what's in the hut today? Oh, that's a glove.
Yes, it is.
Calvin's gonna get that shortly too, but he's also gonna already have his hook shot.
Yeah, so pretty much Calvin's just about a wing and a prayer away from about a 10-minute go mode here if we have Misery Mire and Turtle Rock as our pendants. Throw in a little Swamp Palace, and that just about...
Well, I mean, you've got the cane in both rods, so even if it is a pendant...
Well, I think Swamp Palace you need the flippers for.
True, I was thinking of Turtle Rock.
But, I mean, what pendants could we have that would just about give us go mode already? 10 minutes into the seed.
Swamp Palace would have to be one of them. Turtle Rock. Well, you've got everything you need for that. I want to say Thieves Town? That's another? And Alice of Darkness has the hammer. Or it needs the hammer, so that would have to be another pendant.
Well, you would need the bow as well, but we already know the bow is needed for a crystal in Eastern Palace.
True. I wasn't thinking on that route. Alright, looks like Signubs is taking a visit to King Zora, while Uncle only had 10 arrows.
Now, well, the way things are going, the Zora investment program is,
worth a cape. A fashionable new outfit.
Yeah, that is definitely good. Yeah, that's a worthy investment this time around. Definitely no Ponzi scheme today from Zora.
It's better than getting 1 rupee.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad rate of return on the investment.
Don't even talk to me about that. I just finished my finance final last week. I don't want to hear about that word ever again.
Oh no.
That phrase, I should say.
So, when do you get to do my taxes?
I'll audit them. But I think we should focus on auditing the seed first.
Well, unfortunately, we're seeing Calvin and Signums going into the escape, which I think has been riddled with arrows and bombs so far.
So Old Man Sunshine and Ace Zero already passed through it?
Yes, they did. Well, the beginning of it, at least. They both checked the uncle. He had
That was
arrows.
a hammer Signubs got.
Yes.
Where was that hiding? Hobo. Okay, thank you, chat. So that was an out-of-logic hammer.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That would be an out-of-logic hammer, but...
When do our runners care about logic, right?
Yeah, if you can kind of break the game, I think, yeah, go for it.
Speaking of logic, Old Man Sunshine breaking a little bit more with his darkroom navigation.
You see Calvin, looks like he's trying to set up, looked like he was trying to go for a death warp, taking a couple hits from the guard, and then just, I'll save and quit.
Gets it easy. But A0 is going to go ahead and check the back of Escape.
And it looks like he'll be the first runner in there. Signum's going to follow Calvin's footsteps and get rewarded by having...
That's a lantern and a shield in A0.
Yes, it is. Uh-oh. Calvin's screen went blank. That might be a problem.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
And there we go with the death warp. Signum's pulling it off.
And it looks like Calvin's stream is catching up now, but he did also get his lantern and shield, it looks like. And so is Old Man Sunshine.
And it looks like Calvin and Signum's both trying to continue onward with the escape sequence. So we'll see how this works out. It looks like Old Man Sunshine being joined by 2 other runners now. Possibly 3. It looks like Ace Zero is going to head that way as well.
That's a bottle in Dark Cross.
Well, that opens up the sick kid in Kakariko, which was not able to be checked earlier. Let's see, I think we need a second sword for a forced Ognum here.
Well, you've got the cape from
Oh,
Zora.
that's right. We have the cape so we can get past the shield.
And it looks like Calvin is going up to Death Mountain or checking Lumberjack. I can't tell which he's doing. Maybe
Lumberjack was, I believe, 300 rupees.
Alright, then he's going to Death Mountain.
Calvin did not check it. I believe Old Man Sunshine and Ace 0187 did.
Alright, well, either way, at least we can navigate the old man up his mountain and see what scam he has for us today.
Well, I usually don't expect much from the old man. I mean, stranded in the middle of the cave, you know, probably got like 520 rupees maybe left in his pocket. Oh, Calvin getting dead rocked. Oh no. Oh, that's a moon pearl the old man's hiding.
Oh, well, that's something.
So let's see, what's our go mode checklist down to now? Hammer, bow.
Hammer, bow, maybe the other glove?
Because we know Calvin and Old Man Sunshine now have the moon pearl, so that's off the list. Oh, Calvin getting dead rocked again on his way to getting the moon pearl. So I was a little ahead of myself.
Oh, and there's a rock.
No. And he gets
that guy's having bad
bouldered
luck.
again. I think we need to get the Fs up in the chat for Calvin there. That's twice. Hopefully, a little better manipulation of the dead rocks. So this is definitely a fight worth fighting.
Alright, let's see if he gets it third time's a charm.
Oh, can he get through? Yeah, there we go. There's the moon pearl. Well done, Calvin.
And it looks like the silvers were in Spectacle Rock while we were focused on this poor man.
Well, since this is hard mode, we can only use the silvers in the Ganon fight, I believe.
That is correct.
So I'm not sure if the silvers are as important as they normally would be. But it's
they're definitely nice to have once you've reached that point.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's, I know where they are, so I can route it into, the last little segment going through on my way to, Ganon's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is interesting. Old Man Sunshine,
He's
he
going
already
back?
did the escape sequence. Is this an Aghanim play?
Well, Calvin picked up his silvers. Old Man Sunshine, did he... He doesn't have a cape, so he can't do Aghanim.
Oh, he's still going through the escape sequence chests. Interesting. But Old Man Sunshine definitely was in the Uncle area, so he must have only done the first little part of the escape sequence and then noped out. Oh, Calvin getting dead rocked again. Oh, brutal.
It seems like Calvin's world is getting rocked.
I see what you did there.
Ayo! I'll be here all week, folks. But Calvin is going to go ahead and check Paradox Cave for us.
Well, we have our big key in Eastern Palace finally.
He got the boots!
Oh, wow.
some nice new shoes while A0 picks up his hook shot.
Yeah, there's a couple rage flashes. I saw him, A0.
Although I suppose I could call him her because he's using the Samus sprite, but what are pronouns anyway? Oh, there's the second glove. There's the mirror.
So let's see, Calvin needs to just find the hammer that Signum's found.
And that was with the hobo. So logically, the flippers would be somewhere before that. Mind again, what is logic?
As we see A0 pulling off a fake flipper. So that'll, with the Moon Pearl, that'll give access to the waterfall cave.
This is always interesting to me how it works. Just somehow tricking the game, I suppose.
I'm not sure why it's specifically the Moon Pearl, but the sprite state resets itself when you come out of the waterfall cave and goes, oh, you're not swimming anymore. I don't know why it is, but it is.
It exists.
So A0 water walking his way over to picking up the cape. And it looks like Old Man Sunshine's gonna have a go at Eastern Death Mountain.
Old Man Sunshine going to take a visit to Paradox Cave. Well, Calvin takes his trip to Death Mountain. Or to Dark World Death Mountain, I should say.
Yeah, Old Man Sunshine gonna get rewarded with the boots. Calvin picking up a heart. And it looks like into Tower of Hera we go.
I believe they were saying something about it was being fire locked, so it's possible that we received a hint I missed.
I believe it was the Spectacle Rock hint saying something about
A0 picking up their Paradox Cave. Yep, Tower of Big Key needs fire.
Well, the good thing about that is we have the fire rod and the lantern, so we have multiple fire sources already, so
No real worries here.
Definitely not an issue for our runners. So it looks like Tower of Hera should be, just a matter of getting through it.
A0 heading for Super Bunny Cave. Okay, that's a red crystal in Ice and Skull Woods.
Oh, I missed that map check on Old Man Sunshine's side. I was watching Calvin.
No problem. Let's see where the other green pen.
Well, it looks like Swamp and Palace of Darkness, chat helping us out a little bit. And Turtle Rock.
Is green.
So
right.
Misery Meyer might put a dampener on things with the potential of a pendant requirement. Wow, thanks, Hint. The moon pearl held by someone friendly. I wonder who that could be. Well, for what little it matters, it looks like we have Turtle Rock access. It looked like I saw a Bombos medallion.
That I missed.
And there's a ether medallion in the Hookshot Cave.
Well, that's 2 down if nothing else.
Yeah, very true. The Hookshot Cave giving us our ether medallion. Old Man Sunshine picking that up. So...
Oh, that's a change of clothes for Calvin.
yeah, the blue safety vest showing up. I don't believe the red armor shows up in hard mode, so...
That is correct. In hard mode, it is only tempered sword and blue mail. Once the upgrades are still in there, but once you get the max upgrade, they turn into, I believe, 20 rupees? I'm sure Chad will correct me on that.
Well, it'll be a rupee drop either way. As we have our first boss fight, Calvin gonna take on Moldorm here. Doing his best impression of Fencer to keep himself back to the wall, but not falling over.
I'm guard, Moldorm. And down he goes! Where's
there
trouble?
we go.
A map.
So, just a burrito on Moldorm, but that'll be Calvin claiming our first crystal at a little over 27 minutes in. So this is interesting. Without the flippers, without the bow, and without the flute, do we have access to any other dungeons for Calvin to go attempt to clear at this point? Or is it all exploration right now?
I think we're still on the exploration phase for him.
So I'm just trying to go through my head. Okay, you can't get to Desert Palace. Just finished Tower of Hera. Definitely no bow for Eastern. Palace of Darkness is a pendant, but again, no bow. Skull Woods, potentially, could be attempted at this point.
Well, you've got the power, you've got the Titan's mitts. You have access to the woods, and you've got the fire rod, which is quite important. Well, yeah, you can't get to Mothula without it.
So even though we're only on the level 1 fighter sword, Thieves Town and Skull Woods, as chat brings up as well, look like they're at least accessible, if not clearable. Ooh, Ace Zero getting a nice hit jumping down from using the high ground well
That
against
was Bombos on Turtle
Moldorm.
Rock, so that is confirmed.
Yeah, Old Man Sunshine used that warp a couple minutes ago, and I thought I saw Bombos on Turtle Rock when he went through there. And it looks like Calvin's going to pick up his ether medallion in the Hookshot Cave. And it looks like Old Man Sunshine may have found the flippers.
Were those hiding in Thieves Town?
It looked like it. Chat is definitely reacting, unless they're just deciding, all right, we're going to troll Freako, so why not?
If they troll you, they troll me as well, because I believe everything I'm told.
Oh no.
I know.
And it looks like Calvin has our mirror, gonna put it to good use.
Little quick jump. Whee!
Oh geez. That looks like I just saw a bow on Old Man Sunshine's side of things, so...
I had my eyes on that. That was a big key. Nice try.
Darn it.
Just rude.
I was trying. Star Wars, the plan didn't work. I'm sorry.
You'll get me next time. I'm sure of it. Gosh, everyone's so mean to me.
Oh, we gotta have a little fun now.
At least the seed's being nice.
Yeah, very true. This is definitely generous. Signum's going with the hammer on Moldorm. A little riskier, but Moldorm seemed to cooperate, staying in the middle, so...
And it looks like we are getting a check of the King's Tomb. And was that a piece of heart or was that the Sank heart? Because I saw a health refill.
It was a piece of heart, which I believe Calvin converted into a full heart.
There you go.
And it looks like Ace Zero is into Skull Woods at this point.
Gonna go ahead and take care of the moth while he's here. Get that 5-6 crystal.
And it certainly looks like it.
Looks like he's heading right for him, too.
Well, he dropped down and got the big chest key. Probably going to check the chests on the way out by the way this is getting routed. Old Man Sunshine taking an unfortunate death. So back to the beginning of Thieves Town for him.
Alright, we got a treasure chest game check.
Not much going there. So it looks like Calvin into the Village of Outcasts, so we'll see most of the checks. Would not surprise me if Calvin tried to mirror back and deliver the bottle to the sick kid if he hasn't done so already.
Those are the flippers right in the Village of Outcasts.
Yeah.
So now we have the logical access to the hammer.
And now it'll just be a matter of Calvin deducing that the hobo is trying to work on the dam there. I don't know if he's trying to fix it or collapse it. Or that bridge, not the dam, excuse me.
But first, he's going to take a visit to Thieves Town. While you're here, may as well.
Well, with that compass he's picked up, maybe he'll be able to find his way. And there's another heart for Calvin. These first four, not the most exciting chests in Thieves Town, unfortunately. And let's see if Old Man Sunshine can stick to the script here.
If Blind has a bow, I'm going to shoot someone. Just saying. No, he has a shovel.
No, just a shovel. Well, he could have the bow. You never know what's in that dig spot. It could be, you know, the nice little fetch quest into, you know, the key item.
Mm-hmm. Shovel to mushroom. Bobos is in your house, numpty.
So it looks like Old Man Sunshine's actually foregoing the 2 chests so far in Skull Woods, and instead going to try to join A0187 in the Mothula fight.
Well, it's not a fun fight when you only have the fire rod and a fighter sword, no half magic or anything. I don't think he even has a potion.
No, that was an empty bottle that they collected, and definitely not anywhere near the witch's hut. So this is going to be a fighter sword battle the rest of the way for Ace0187.
That's a death. Oof.
Yeah, it looks like Ace0 went, that's a negatory on Skull Woods. Or at least a Mothula fight.
It's a crystal, you're gonna need it anyway.
I think he's just, not well enough equipped to, take on the, challenge of Mothula right yet.
It would be nice to have a little bit more health. Even with the blue mail.
Oh, that or a full magic bar. It looked like Ace0 went into that fight with about a quarter of a bar, so he was able to use the fire rod, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times, and that was about it. Calvin surprisingly not using any of his magic, not opting to use either of the canes to try to take down Blind. Unfortunately,
oh, there goes his speed again.
Oh, that's alright. Slideshow mode is a thing.
Old Man Sunshine takes a death to Mothula as well.
Oh, it looked like Calvin engaged the cane, but
a little too late. That's a double
Blind
death.
Somehow caught him. Unfortunately, Calvin's gonna get knocked back to the start. Unfortunate waste of time there for Calvin. Now that might be, as Crash 1992 brings up in chat, might be a little bit of a hard mode special with no protection from the Cane of Burna.
The blue cane in hard mode only does damage. It does not offer you invulnerability. For that, you'll need to use the cape.
So it looks like Calvin's switching over to the red cane, and it's proving a lot more effective.
Ooh, but that is 2 health left. But down goes Blind.
If you can dodge a laser, you can dodge a blind head.
And just to the right, Old Man Sunshine having a little bit of fun in the digging game. What's he gonna get? It's the mushroom.
Looks like 15 digs for the mushroom. So I think you have to literally go to the entire opposite side of the map to turn that mushroom in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm sure our runners are used to it by now.
It'd help if you had a flute or something, but
Not yet.
yeah, that'll be a bit of a hike to turn in that mushroom. But looks like Old Man Sunshine gonna do something a little quicker with turning in the blacksmith.
Well, let's see what they're smithing today. Ten arrows, and it looks like Calvin is making his check to Skullwood, so we'll see if he has any better luck.
He doesn't seem too pleased about something. Taking the long way around. Big key just leading to a whole lot of nothing in the big chest there. So it looks like we're going to see a fake powder from Old Man Sunshine.
What does the bat have for us today? That looked like bombs.
Bombs.
Well, that's what happens. You go for the spin, sometimes you get the whammy.
Yeah, that is very true. It looks like Ace Zero is gonna try to have a go with Blind now.
We'll see if he has better luck with Blind instead of Mothula.
Yeah, absolutely. So Signum's finishing off the blind fight, and Ace Zero just annihilating the first part of blind. That's the second part. It looks like somebody put a little bit of practice in on the blind fight here. This is just an absolute demolishing on Ace Zero's side. So you win the shovel, you win the crystal. And it looks like Signum's taking the hint.
Shovel time.
Yeah.
Alright, what does K45 has for us today? That piece of heart, which Old Man Sunshine will take.
I'm actually sort of surprised he took that piece of heart, but I guess with hard mode being what it is, get what you can while you can. So it looks like we're going to check our Pied Piper here. Oh, just 20 rupees. Now we'll see what the shovel leads us to. Oh, bummer. 20 rupees.
Chest World Tour. Speaking of World Tour, Signum is going to do hammer pegs, the fastest frog in the West, right behind him. 20 bucks.
Yeah, not even a spin to go with it, just 20 bucks.
And Ace Zero is going to go ahead and take the frog home as well.
Yeah, well, the good thing is it'll narrow down, where something is by telling him where something isn't. And we did see the magic bat. The magic bat had bombs. 8 bombs, I believe. So we have our Master Sword on the desert ledge, it looks like.
Or at least a sword, because as soon as they find the other one, that's going to become tempered. But as soon as they get the flute or the book...
Yeah, we're getting hung up on that one item that starting to become a bit of an issue. Calvin doing a little bit better with Mothula, so that's going to be crystal number 3.
Now, I didn't see what was in the chest, but it didn't look like it was anything important.
Oh, the Uber Eats delivery. Well, usually isn't anything
once in a while
too exciting. Signum's going to get the bad news that 20 rupees awaits him in the dig spot. So we have 20 rupees in the hype cave to start. 300. Piece of heart. And... ooh.
That was not a very nice hive cave.
I can give it a 1 of 10. Because 1 piece of heart did give Old Man Sunshine an extra heart.
Okay, it's conditional 1 out of 10.
So, I mean, it easily could be a 0 if it's just, oh, yup, it's another piece of heart, because that's, ooh. Now, are my eyes deceiving me? Am I trying to confuse the flute for 5 rupees?
Where did you see it?
Calvin, on the bumper cave.
That's 5 rupees.
Oh. I'm getting old. My eyes are deceiving me. Now, it looks like Old Man Sunshine deducing that the hobo's got something. Stop him from using that hammer to demolish that bridge.
Old man with hammer? When did this turn into Overwatch?
Do I even want to go with that one? Oh, choices.
They're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming. Would you rather he put the hammer down?
See, Reinhardt is just like the bane of my existence in Overwatch.
Oh, you poor thing. He's one of my mains.
Get out of my commentary channel.
Okay, I respawned. Alright, enough about Overwatch for playing Zelda tonight. We've got Signub heading into the Ice Palace as A0 turns in their mushroom. And so does Old Man Sunshine, so we're about to see what that was. A piece of heart is in Mimic Cave, so we know that at least can be avoided. While there's a bottle of blue for the mushroom quest, so that's not a bad turn-in, I would say.
No, not at all. That's definitely a very good item to show up. Not progression, but the quality of life has just risen exponentially for Old Man Sunshine with 2 blue bottles. And it looks like we're going to see a catfish check for Old Man Sunshine. Now, here's the ugly question of the day. Do we consider dipping into Palace of Darkness if we're Old Man Sunshine at this point? Oh, throwing the skull a little too early.
Well, it's a full heart from the Grumpy Fish, as A0 just showed. And chat is bringing up that, yeah, bombos can absolutely be used as an offensive item. In fact, all the medallions can. Bombos is just used most commonly if you don't have Fire Rod against Cold Stare in order to break the ice, no pun intended. But all of them can be used as weapons. It's just they're not commonly used when you're here.
No, there's definitely much more efficient ways of doing things. The Bombos, Ether, and Quake medallions have a long animation to them, so I can justify using Bombos against Cold Stare because it uses less of my magic bar than just wasting all of it if I don't have half magic with the Fire Rod. And Old Man Sunshine gonna pick up his cape. Let's see. So now we have just about all of our options opening up except being able to full clear Mire. No book for Desert Palace, no flute for Desert, no bow for Eastern or Pod to full clear them. But that leaves Ice Palace open. Swamp is completable now, I believe. Thieves Town, Skullwoods. So we have some options for our runners, and it looks like Old Man Sunshine going to join Signums in the Ice Palace play.
Meanwhile, A0 says, "All right, Mothula, let's try this again."
Yeah, going to go for the rematch, so we'll see what happens here with...
Still does not have full magic, but does have that blue goo.
Yeah, definitely A0 in a much better spot. Going to be able to brawl a little bit with Mothula. Just gotta pay attention to make sure you use that blue potion if needed. And there it is. So we'll see A0 switch back to the Fire Rod and have at it.
And there he goes. Goodbye, Moth.
And there we go. Calvin showing us our Uber Eats delivery was a piece of heart.
Boy, I bet Calvin wants that sword right about now.
Well, I think all our runners do. I believe Old Man Sunshine was in that area, so he knows it's there as well.
Just a matter of finding that flute or finding that book. No, you need the flute.
For the ledge, yes, you would need the flute. The book would just get you into Desert Palace.
Can't you go out the left side?
I don't think you can get to it, though.
I could be wrong. Chat, we are talking about the item on the desert ledge. So yeah, you can go out the left side.
Okay, so it is book or flute to get to the desert ledge, then. So basically the same entry requirement for Desert Palace. I'm actually somewhat surprised that Calvin's just run past the potential Swamp Palace play. Gonna go into the absolutely no hype cave.
He doesn't know it's not a hype, so he may be just doing it first.
That is true. So we'll see if this is oh, 1 of 10 for Calvin. He got an extra heart out of that heart piece. So that's going to be the difference between a 0-10 hype cave or a 1 of 10 hype cave. And oh, yeah, chat pointing out that Calvin does not have the hammer.
Ooh, he needs to visit that hobo. He's got the flippers, he's got the beer, he's got no excuse other than just not getting there yet.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see what Calvin tries to do. Might visit Lake Hylia Island.
Yeah, there he is. Maybe, oh, that's a full heart. Signum's using hammer strats for cold stare. And not doing too bad with it.
Now, Signum's did a number on Trolldorm with the hammer before, but without any magic, definitely the hammer, I think, is the way to go. Chat trying to get some bets on how many rage slashes Calvin's going to administer right now.
That was 4.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I heard 5.
I could be wrong. That happens more often than I'd like, but you know what? You just accept it. Especially with this. And I think our runners are as well, just with, oh, maybe it's here. Nope, I made the wrong call.
Well, with, the items removed from the pool, you've got a 1 in 7 shot of, under normal circumstances, any chest is going to give you a 1 in 7 shot. You start removing all the items we had from the beginning, as well as all the stuff we found in the beginning, and you're down to like a 1 in 20 shot at this point of any particular check having something of value.
Mm-hmm.
But, ooh, Calvin gonna throw a bottle away.
Bottle filled, money saved. Was that a B? Or no? Yep, that's just a B.
Oh, what a shame. I don't think anybody checked the sick kid yet. That's about the only thing, well, we have A0 heading up towards Zora, Calvin heading up towards Zora. Signum's potentially turning in the mushroom, which will get him bottle number 2. And A0 getting a hammer. Now, at what point do you just sort of go, Lasai, I have to go into Turtle Rock now because I'm just out of options?
We need the bow, we need the book, we need the flute. So what else can we do? I mean, you could go into one of the other dungeons, you just couldn't complete them.
Well, Swamp, I think, is completable at this point. Hookshot, flipper, hammer, right? For Swamp. It's just a pendant, which...
Yeah, you're gonna have... It's really just a matter of deciding when you're gonna go in there.
Pyramid Fairy is Ice Palace, and what was the other 5/6 crystal?
I believe it was Skull Woods, actually.
Okay, so Skullwood's Ice Palace opens up Pyramid Fairy. So that's another...
That's another check.
But nobody well, we have Skull Woods on Calvin and A0's side, and Ice Palace on Old Man Sunshine and Signum's side.
So it's just a matter of which other completes the other crystal first.
Yes. And it looks like it's a little mini race between Signum's and A0 to see which one of them will finish the other 5/6 crystal dungeon. Signum's is working his way through Skull Woods, and A0 trying to pull off the bomb jump. Well, it looks like Signum's definitely a leg up on A0 at this point, just about through most of Skull Woods at this point, although A0's got a bit of Ice Palace left to do.
Old Man Sunshine peeking in Tower of Hera, so he'll get his crystal from there, but I don't believe there is anything of super use in that dungeon.
Now, Calvin was in there already, Signum's was in there already, Zero was in there already. So aside from the crystal, Tower of Hera's...
And it looks like it's interesting. Signum's is not using... I've seen most runners just go ahead and fire rod these guys, but no, they want them hammered out first so they can save as much magic as possible for the Mothula fight.
I'm actually surprised Signum's isn't using the lantern for that first lamppost, just to save that little bit of magic, but I guess menuing through is a little bit of a waste of the time. Ooh, Signum's getting
to use that blue potion just because I don't want to have to deal with this Mothula fight. I just want him dead.
Yeah, exactly. Just the spikes are not cooperating with Signum's almost blowing his entire magic bar a second time.
I've been told it's not the moth you have to worry about, it's the spikes in that fight. Yes,
in more ways than one, because those spikes can negate hits on Mothula. So we'll see Calvin and A0 heading through Ice Palace. Old Man Sunshine just about
takes
to finish
a dive.
Oh.
Troll Dorm gonna troll, guys.
Oh, very true. I was about to say Old Man Sunshine was about to finish off Tower of Hera, but unfortunately not the case. Signum's finishing off Skull Woods. So it looks like on the way back out, might see a Pyramid Fairy.
Alright, Old Man Sunshine finishing up that Troll Dorm with a nice hammer to the tail. Calvin trying to keep Cold Stare in a cool corner, but nobody keeps the eyeballs in a corner. Just pulling out that ice rod. Or no, fire rod. I just going to town.
Yeah, I think Calvin realizing that that level 1 sword probably not effective against Cold Stare.
Thankfully has 2 blue potions.
Well, now he's going to try to line up his shots and hopefully... Oh, used one of them.
Alright, just has one guy left.
So it looks like Spin Slash time, and we'll see how that works out for Calvin.
With only one left, it's not as terrible, but Old Man Sunshine is making that dip into Turtle Rock, it seems, or at least opening it up.
Yeah. Old Man Sunshine may end up just going into Turtle Rock. I mean, he doesn't have much else that he can really do. Skull Woods and Swamp, but yeah, it looks like Turtle Rock's going to be Old Man Sunshine's play.
And it found red bomb is useless. Some bombs and cash require the big red bomb, so if nothing else, that clue is useful.
For Old Man Sunshine, yes. For Signums, not so much, but it looks like Signums is going to head into Swamp Palace.
Alright.
This will be...
Zero.
A preemptive ped play for Old Man Sunshine, trying to get... Well, let's see. Turtle Rock gives the green pen... Oh, no. Old Man Sunshine whiffed a fire rod shot.
Some cash is in Ganon's tower. Thanks, game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that hint isn't green, to be honest with you.
It's green in our hearts.
Oh, very true. For those not aware, the hint tiles, when they give a green hint, that is a troll hint. And unfortunately, Calvin, not going into Turtle Rock, has a big red bomb and is going to find this not to be the greatest of plays unless something magically appears in the pyramid ledge.
I think we already checked Pyramid Ledge, and I don't recall it being anything.
20 rupees.
Man. Some bombs and some cash.
So the Signum's in
Swamp, and it looks like 8-0 may also be doing Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I was almost afraid that Signum's was frozen, but it looks like he was just trying to figure out what he wants to do for a quick second.
I'm not seeing either dungeon holding much progression so far.
Well, we've got... well, we're going to put that degree to use there for you. We've got... What is it? 216 total locations. And we've got 3 key items left to find, potentially 4. If the last medallion is the one we need to get into Misery Mire.
8-0 getting the hint about the big red bomb, so they know that's useless now.
Yeah, so A0 and Old Man Sunshine are all but guaranteed not to pull the Pyramid Fairy. Signums might end up doing a Pyramid Fairy. He did not get the Turtle Rock hint as of yet. We'll see if Old Man Sunshine and A0 I believe we saw a hint from Mimic Cave ruling that out, so we'll see what Laser Bridge has in store for us.
Calvin picking up 2 potions, or 2 blue goos, because he does have that second bottle.
Yeah, I believe all our runners at this point have a second bottle.
Mm-hmm. The tracker may be just a little laggy.
Oh yeah, that definitely could be the case for sure, but
Ooh, and Calvin, it looks like, is heading to Palace of Darkness.
this is going to be a very interesting play.
Well, it's just which dungeon has progression?
Well, it looks like Old Man Sunshine and Ace Zero are convinced that they're going to have a go at Turtle Rock. Calvin going to try a slightly less conventional play, but you know, if it pays off, it could put Calvin into a big lead. Oh no, Calvin taking a hit and
lost the monkey.
Lost his friend, yeah. And here we go. Signum's going for the big red bomb, and that's not going to work out for him at all. So we'll see what Signum does next once he finds a red rupee, which is a negative. So will it be the cash or the bombs first?
It's the bombs.
Oh, the bombs. Oh, Old Man Sunshine getting sniped on the laser bridge.
Okay, back to Palace of Darkness for Signubs. Ooh, and there goes Old Man Sunshine.
Yeah, getting sniped again. So I think Calvin just finished up his medallion collection. So Laser Bridge giving us the flute, unless Chad is continuing the trend of trolling us.
I missed that, so I mean, if nothing else, we'll get it confirmed on A0's screen, or once Old Man Sunshine is done with Trinix, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and finish the dragon.
Yeah, Old Man Sunshine will have to menu, so we'll look for it once he menus.
Well, it's on the shovel right now.
Ah, right. If Old Man Sunshine picked it up, it would be the top chest in the laser bridge.
Yeah, I was looking at Signubs at the time. And it looks like someone just got a Master Sword. Yep, that's a Master Sword on Calvin's screen, so Palace of Darkness is indeed correct. So both of these were right in their own way. And that is a flute on the laser bridge, so chat is not trolling us, chat is being awesome as ever.
So it looks like Old Man Sunshine having a heck of a time here with...
Did finally get to the second phase.
Yeah, so this part should go a little easier. The hammer should be able to do some damage here. So it looks like Calvin's
Trying to figure out where to go from here as Old Man Sunshine picks up their green pendant. So the mire is now accessible.
yeah, for Calvin, no matter what, at least on the medallion side of things, he'll be able to get in. Old Man Sunshine and Ace Zero picking up the flute. We'll see if we get a Sahasrara check. Calvin doing the sick kid and getting 5 rupees.
Oof. Well, he had to route that in sometime.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cat bringing up a good point. If the mire is Quake, then Calvin's got a huge lead once he gets flute. The other guys need to find that, assuming it is Quake.
Well, if I were a betting man, the odds are in Old Man Sunshine and Ace Zero's favor here.
2 out of 3, yeah.
You know.
Anyway, everyone salute the duck.
Because we also have to factor in what is going to get Calvin to go into Turtle Rock to get the flute.
That is a good question.
Because it looks like, well, with Calvin heading into the dam, it looks like Swamp Palace is going to be the next play. No, Calvin reversing course on that one. And we have Bombos on Misery Mire for Old Man Sunshine. That is not
something Calvin would have wanted to see. But that is something that Old Man Sunshine... Oh, that's a bow in Checkerboard Cave!
So let's see, does that put us into go mode now with that bow at just short of... I
believe it does.
1 hour, 18 minutes. So Old Man Sunshine has access to Mire, has access to Desert, now has the bow for Eastern. That's definitely go mode. And Old Man Sunshine remembering that he did see a sword there, so that's a Master Sword for Old Man Sunshine as well. I'll give you a hint, Chad. Old Man Sunshine was in that area when he checked Agina's cave before. He knew exactly where that Master Sword was.
Calvin going through Swamp Palace. He's got to get to the turtle.
Well, did we see a Sahasrara turn in? Because once he gets the flute off... Well, I guess it wouldn't really matter anyway, because we have everything we need on Old Man Sunshine's side of things. I think Calvin's just going to have to get the laser bridge, get the flute, and be like, nope, gotta go, bye.
Yeah. Just, I'm not here for this, I don't want this. Trinex can just live for another day.
And it looks like Signum's is, Deduced Turtle Rock is the place to be.
So that is all 3 swords we are going to get this seed. 1 in Palace of Darkness, 1 in Desert Ledge, and I don't know where the other one was, but Old Man Sunshine making quick work of those land moas.
Let's see, the Kakariko Well was our first pointy object.
Okay.
Yeah, the Kakariko Well was like, by Hype Cave standards, like a 15 of 10.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Because all 5 of the items were just like, yep, need that, need that, need that, need that.
Chat, to answer your question regarding how much time does Tempered save, in the fight versus Ganon, it saves a ton. There was actually a league match for the Link to the Past random that was decided by one player having a Tempered Sword and one person having to resort to Master Sword slashes. So if you can get them Tempered Sword by the Ganon fight, you're in business.
Wow, that was super loud audio switch. I was not prepared for that.
I heard that too, but I'm like, I'm just not gonna keep talking and pretending I don't hear it.
So we might want to dial that down a little.
Alright, Calvin's going against Argus, and it sounds like the sound on Old Man Sunshine has been a little bit adjusted.
I'm awake now, though.
Good morning.
Yeah. It's only 10:30 at night, so, you know, just about bedtime, but, minor details.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not entirely sure why Calvin's actually fighting Argus here. Well, we know, but, Signums, I believe, bailed out. So this...
It could be that Calvin just doesn't want to risk it.
Well, I think, Argus only has, like, a burrito or a compass.
Maybe he miscounted?
Well, that's entirely true. We'll see. But, you know, knowing what we know as the comment, we know Argus cannot have anything. And I'm just interested to see if it's, yeah, it's the burrito on Argus, and a
bad feeling on Calvin, it's maybe.
Well, this hopefully will push him toward Turtle Rock at this point, because, what else is he going to be able to do at this point? No Desert Palace access. No Misery Mire access. And, yeah, he's gonna go up to the old man's house, and, looks like Turtle Rock's gonna be, Calvin's destination to get the flute. So we have Old Man Sunshine and AZ at this point. Old Man Sunshine has to be fairly in the lead at this point, as only Eastern Palace and Misery Mire left to complete. But we'll see how this ends up working out. Signum's on the way to the flute, as is Calvin opening up Turtle Rock.
So they'll at least be able to get back to the mire and do Checkerboard Cave, get their bow, head into go mode.
Now this does change things a little bit, as A0 may have done Cold Stare earlier. Hopefully we get a inventory screen, and we'll see how many crystals Ace has. I know Ace fought Cold Stare, but I don't remember Ace winning against Cold Stare.
Chat is saying he died to Cold Stare, so I'll have to go back and fight him again.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like Signum's trying to figure out how to get the chest. No, he has his flute. I'm surprised Signum's isn't just finding his way out. I guess he's still looking for the bow. So we'll see a unfortunately unnecessary fight on Signum's side. So a Vitreous fight for Ace Zero. Down to half a heart. I think we have a little bit of a mistaken item count on Ace Zero's side.
What are you saying?
Well, Vitreous.
Point. I thought you meant on the tracker. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
I'm just not sure why. Well, I guess he's got to finish Misery Mire, so there is that.
It is a crystal.
I'm just all out of sorts right now. With Signum's taking a death to another boss here. These bosses are doing a little bit of work this time around. Claiming our
it's
victims.
hard mode. Hard mode is hard.
Yeah. So Signum's actually correctly deducing that he does not want to be in Turtle Rock anymore. Signum's gonna activate the medallions, so I think it's about that time where we stand at attention for the Hylian National Anthem.
All rise.
So it looks like we're going to see the Desert and Mire come into play for Signums. I don't believe Calvin's found his way to the laser bridge just yet. So it looks like Old Man Sunshine's just about ready to finish off Misery Mire here, so...
Yep, that's a villainous fight using some dash strats over there. With the cape.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ace-Zero out of magic at this point, so... Might have to just sort of tank it.
Does he have any potions?
I don't think so. Oh.
Bomb
Getting
strats.
really crafty and going for the bombs, so... reaching a little bit, but this is surprisingly working out pretty good.
Hey, if it works, it's not stupid.
So it looks like 3 of the little eyes left. I don't know if you could try to time a bomb so that when Vitreous tries to surface and fire his Thunderbolt off.
That I'm not too sure about.
So it looks like Calvin's still working through Turtle Rock. Signum's into go mode as well at this point.
Ace-Zero stepping out of the mire has defeated Atreus. And is
I
heading...
think probably going to go to Eastern Palace before trying Ice Palace again. But this Vitreous fight is proving to be a pretty worthy gatekeeper, as given the hard mode tools to work with, this is not an easy fight at all. And Old Man Sunshine running out of arrows in the process, so...
Just has to kind of, one bit by bit, bonk by bonk.
Ah, right. Chat pointing out that Signums is not in go mode yet. He did not go into the bow cave, which is the checkerboard cave. Thank you. So even though Calvin will be picking up his flute in the near future, we will need Signums and Calvin to both, when they're in the Desert Palace area, pick up the checkerboard cave. Alright, that is a false start on the chat. They are spamming numbers, and we can't have that just yet. We did not explain the rules.
You all are disqualified from the game. That didn't happen. Once we explain the rules, then that's a new game, and then you can join in. But first, we have to explain the rules. So, Freako, would you like to do that?
Not really, but since you put it on me anyway.
Well, I can do it.
Alright, fine. Since you nominated yourself.
Okay. So, in Ganon's Tower, there is a total of 22 chests. 23 if you count the big chest. In one of those chests is the big key. We would like you to go ahead, as soon as I am done with this explanation, put a number in chat with your guess as to where the big key is. What number? We go by order that the runner opens them, but you can get more specific if you'd like. Now, there was one more thing I was going to say in there, but I completely forgot. So, Freako, can you think of anything I forgot? Oh yes, we do not use the bot, I do not believe.
That is correct. This is not a tournament race, so the bot will not be in play. But with all that said and done, I'm going to get my choice out of the way. It is always number 5, because it is always wrong.
I like to troll and say it's number 1. So we'll see which one of us has anything remotely near correct. Where is OMS going?
It looked like he just picked up a upgrade. His arrow capacity.
Maybe just wanted a little bit more luck with Ganon.
Well,
And a refill of the arrows as well.
Yeah, he unfortunately ran out of arrows in the Vitreous fight, so I think Old Man Sunshine just, alright, I really don't want to have that happen again.
I can't blame him.
No, not at all. So, paying for 35 arrows makes sense.
Just to be safer than sorry.
Yeah, very true. It looks like Calvin taking down Trinex, but going at it. Oh no! Trihex claiming another victim in what's going to end up proving to be a completely needless fight for Calvin. I think he's hunting for the bow, which we know is in the checkerboard cave.
He's not going to be happy when he finds it.
No, I think that's an unfortunate...
Chat, I would like to propose another game. Guess how many rage slashes Calvin will make once he finds the bow.
Yeah, that could be an interesting game to play. Once we resolve the big key game.
That is one, check 1 unless he went right, by the way, the pedestal. So there goes my guess. Two is a small key. 3 is $50. 4 is another small key.
So I think we have our keys.
5 is a 10 arrows.
So I am equally as wrong as you are, and it looks like Old Man Sunshine's off to the right side.
6 is a small key. 7 is some bombs.
Old Man Sunshine confusing me with, more than likely mistakenly using the mirror. Calvin getting those rage slashes at the ready, about ready to have a go at Trinex one more time.
It may be that Old Man Sunshine imagines another chest upgrade or a sword upgrade is in here.
Well, if it is, unfortunately, it's not going to do him much good. A0 going to go the Bombos route to break Cold Stare's shell. Oh no.
$50. 9 is 10 arrows. 10 is the small key. 11 is the big key. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll up. That looks like it's a win for Big J622. So good job, sir. You have won a lifetime supply of green rupees.
Wow, sign me up for that one.
Offer only valid in Hyrule.
Oh, the fine print.
Yeah, it'll get you, man.
Oh, Calvin, unfortunately, a glutton for punishment here. This is, I believe, round 3 against Trinex, and...
He is not going to be happy.
No, especially because this is not going to give him anything that he's going to need. And at this point, that's basically read as the bow.
Old Man Sunshine heading a bit to the refill room. Not a bad idea. He's got half a heart, and he's going to pick up 2 hit fairies.
Yeah, you can't, with this being hard mode, you can't keep those fairies in a bottle, so... basically a free refill there, so definitely worth taking. Oh no, not again, Calvin.
Come on, Calvin, I believe. Oh!
Oh, he got clipped by the tail.
Feels bad, man.
So, Old Man Sunshine into our Lanmolas refight. Pretty much, well, I guess it's never over till it's over, but definitely in a commanding lead out of restreamed runners.
He would have to take a hard fall for Cygnubs to have a chance, and I believe Cygnubs would be the only one who is in a position to catch up.
Yeah, Cygnums is actually overtaken Ace Zero, with Ace Zero having to go back to take on Cold Stare. And Calvin, oh no!
Calvin is just convinced there is something on Cold Stare or Trinex. There's something that's going to make this worthwhile.
Well, Ace Zero is having a bit of a time with the Cold Stare fight. This is not... I believe he's on round 3 at this point with Cold Stare. So,
Not something you want on any of these.
oh boy. This is just like watching the wheels fall off for Calvin here. Just getting so stubborn that, you know, taking this Turtle Rock for a fight against Trinex. Old Man Sunshine, oh, taking down Trolldorm 2 with little issue.
Meanwhile, Cygnubs is going ahead and entering the tower. Heading right side.
Well, he's going to have to go left side to pick up the keys to be able to continue on the right side, I believe. But it looks like geometry test time for Old Man Sunshine. That was 2, if not 3 shots that hit. Ooh, giant goose egg there, unfortunately. So I believe we're up to 5 for Old Man Sunshine, so that'll do it. Not only rage slashes, but I think a rage bonk as well.
He just wants this thing dead.
Trying to jump off the top rope to finish Ognum off for the pin. Alright, so are we going to do the number of rage slashes for Calvin when he finally beats Trinex?
I say yes. Go ahead, everyone. Give us your ideas for the rage slashes.
So we still have the checkerboard cave as well, where the bow is, because Calvin's going to have to head that way for when he turns in the flute to go to Desert and Misery Mire.
Come on, Calvin. I believe you can do this. Oh,
no!
Spikes!
Oh, bouncing back into a spike. Oh, this is just sickening watching this.
This hurts. And he's still continuing. You gotta give him bonus for the perseverance, though. Nothing else. He is not a quitter here.
No, but unfortunately, you know, I'd love to be able to kind of interdict here and just say, walk away. You got the flute, you've opened up Desert and Mire, and you're definitely looking for things in Desert and Mire at this point.
But he still will not have found what he's looking for.
Well, he'll be in the right area with the Desert and Mire in play, but oh no, Old Man Sunshine doing a little pirouette and fall down gaboom.
I thought I was the only one who said that. I feel a little bit more amused now.
Oh, it looks like, oh, Old Man Sunshine getting sniped by a spear, but still able to recover and take his ride to the witch hut. An interesting choice. I think a blue and a green. The green definitely the magic to light the torches. I guess confident that he'll only need 1 blue potion. Calvin surprisingly not using the hammer against the final form of Trinex.
It may be because it's such a small hitbox, he doesn't trust it, but he takes another death. But you know what they say, you get knocked down, you get right back up again.
Yeah, Old Man.
You gotta keep him down.
Old Man Sunshine using that hook shot to great effect, getting the invincibility frames on the hook shot. Now this is going to be a bit of a rough fight for Old Man Sunshine as well. He only has the Master Sword Signums could make up some time if he can get into the Ganon fight if Old Man Sunshine trips up again.
Ooh, and that's another fall.
Yeah, so... Ooh. Old Man Sunshine, I believe, still had his potions in inventory.
I could not understand what Ganon was saying.
Oh, it was probably some...
I've read something about shield bugs and maggot.
Hyrulean bug life. Calvin getting sniped by Trinex. Now it's a matter of seeing just how long Calvin will keep going with this fight. So Signums is about to take a geometry test. Old Man Sunshine, I believe, is in phase 2. And already down to, if he takes another hit before he activates a potion... Oh, here comes...
green potion?
Oh, that'll fill up half of his magic.
But that's a... So Signums will have a chance to catch up.
Oh, Signums will be in the lead if he can finish up his geometry test in short order. Old Man Sunshine's gonna have to run away, mirror, and restock. So it looks like another trip to the Witch's Hut, and Signums is finished his geometry test. Ace Zero picking up the big key. So I think Ace Zero probably in no shot at all at chasing down Signums or Old Man Sunshine at this point, but you never know with how bad Old Man Sunshine's getting treated by Ganon. We'll see what happens.
Oh, he's giving us bug facts! And yes, Calvin is still trucking away at that Trinex. He is not going to let this defeat him. He is not going to back down. I don't care if he gets last place in the seed. He is the true trooper here, in my opinion. He has won my heart.
Well, I think right now the quest for the restreamed champion, Signum's getting into phase 3. So I think Signums is over the hump, as it were, and has, well, what I would consider the easier part of, the easier half of the Ganon fight ahead of him.
As Old Man Sunshine takes another death.
Just, ugh.
Hard mode is no joke, guys. You don't get that red mail, and Ganon is a monster.
Oh, Signums takes a fall! So both of our runners resetting, and it'll be a matter of who can get back into the Ganon fight first. Although Signums does have the advantage of the Tempered Sword, it looks like Old Man Sunshine will be jumping back into the fight a little bit before Signums will be able to. The fairy might end up disappearing on him. Oh no. Signums might try to run outside of Hyrule Castle and visit the witch hut. No, just going to reset the fairy, it looks like. And what's confusing me with Old Man Sunshine is I don't believe he's used any of the potions that he restocked on in this last Ganon fight.
I know. What is he saving them for?
He might just be, kind of hard-headed a little bit.
Just saving them for the last moment, and then the moment passes?
Well, I think Old Man Sunshine's just getting surprised by how much damage is being done in this particular phase of the fight. I believe if he takes another hit, he's donezo. Or he might be able to survive one more hit at this point. I'm not sure if he's taking 2 or... Okay, yeah, he'll take 3 from a bat. So he'll go down to 1. Hopefully use another blue potion here. So he'll be able to take 2 more hits. As Signums is already back into the final phase and did not switch to silver arrows.
Oh, that's interesting. Signums may be able to steal this.
Well, he's got 1 more hit. Oh, ooh. I thought he had 3, and look, I guess more than 4 hits for Ganon to fall to silver arrows now? Well, either way, there it is.
It's 4.
I thought Signums landed a double in 4, but no. Oh well. Oh, Calvin, stop it. But that'll do it. Our first restreamed runner, Signums.
You get to drink from the fire hose!
I believe that'll put him in 7th place overall with a official time of 1 hour, 58 minutes, 41 seconds. While I have the time... Well, no, I'll wait a second. Old Man Sunshine should be finishing up in the near future. Hopefully this, the last 3-brick-wide bridge does not trip him up.
Don't even play with that.
It has happened.
It has. No, I believe you.
But Old Man Sunshine, our 8th place finisher, 1 hour, 59 minutes, 20 seconds. And I will run it back. Our 1st place finisher, I believe, was Zelgadison. 1 hour, 22 minutes, 4 seconds.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, Gamachu 2nd place, not too far behind. 1 hour, 26, 2 seconds. Matt,
and it feels like we've got an intruder.
Yeah, Matt 78.98, our 3rd place finisher. 1 hour, 31 minutes, 42 seconds. Voosh, our 4th place finisher, 1 hour, 42 and 1 second. Rallen Takir, our 5th place finisher, 1 hour, 49, 17 seconds. Divasines, our 6th place finisher, 1 hour, 50 and 34 seconds. And right now, I believe we are joined by Signums and Old Man Sunshine should be joining us in the near future as well.
Hello.
Hey,
So-
Signums!
So hard mode, how hard was it?
I mean, this one wasn't too bad for a hard mode. We got a lot of stuff early that made it a lot easier than it could have been otherwise. You know, getting
Yeah.
a sword right at the start helps.
Yeah, very true. That Kakariko well seemed to be well stocked.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it was both rods, one of the canes, a sword.
Yeah, we had a lot coming out of Kakariko. And then found the hook shot not too long after that. And then the hammer under the bridge.
Yeah, you were actually the first one of the restreamed runners to find the hammer by a good margin.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to do that break or not, but then when you hit the big money in, was it the swamp at the dam? You know, and then I had the money for it, so I figured why not go do Zora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that gave you the cape as well. So the hammer and the cape from the Hobo and Zora, respectively.
Yeah, but it figures one time, it's like, oh, I have early access to Turtle Rock. Nah, I think I'll go do something else instead. Figures.
Yeah. It happens. And there's Old Man Sunshine.
Where? Where? I think he died again a few times.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately, that was...
That happened.
That happened. Clearly,
Yeah,
I need to practice the blue sword Ganon without magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a dumb and just swung my sword instead of shooting an arrow at him. And knocked myself off the ledge.
Ah. No, I took several fireballs to the face and a few Ganon hugs, so... Boy, that magic drains fast with Cape, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you unfortunately only refill half of what you would with a potion as well, so...
Yeah, I went in knowing that. It's just that, you know, the combination of that and the Cape is just... It was quite vexing for me.
Well, I think I'm
Explosions.
regretting to inform you that you were the first of the restreamed runners into the Ganon fight. However, as you well know, it did not work out too well for you.
No, I would figure that. I am gratified to know I was first in, at least.
And I would like to say that after, I
Calvin?
believe, 16 attempts, Calvin defeated Trinex to grab the green pendant, which is unfortunately going to lead us into our final game of the night of when Calvin finds the bow, how many rage slashes will he use?
Oh, he still hasn't found it? Ouch.
No.
Oh.
Oh, there's going to be, I think, 10 rage slashes, at least one bomb, and probably a bombos.
Oh,
Well, I
that
suppose he
bad,
just got
huh?
the flute, yeah, so... Yeah, he
Yeah,
obviously hasn't
Calvin
found the bone
picked
yet.
up the flute and then just said, alright, I am not letting Trinex defeat me. And he spent, I think, the entirety of the time that Signums, from when he started Ganon's Tower to now, was when Calvin was fighting Trinex over and over again.
That's rough.
But
I think it was an okay decision, though, given that we got the ice rod. I think that was, you know, since we didn't know where the bow was at that point. I think it was a solid decision.
I mean, having the tools to take down Trinex sort of said, all right, something's in Turtle Rock. This is a little fishy.
Yep, that's why I dove.
Yeah, I saved it till last.
Haha. Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'd like to pause for the Hylian National Anthem. Okay, Calvin has the Mallard as now empowered, so we'll see where Calvin goes with that. But back to you guys. That was a very interesting race to finish off Ganon. Both
Race
of
in
you tried.
quotation marks.
Yeah, well, both of you tried to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. So, you know, I'm just gonna put that out there. Somebody did fall off the ledge in, I believe, phase 3.
No, phase 4.
Oh, it was phase 4 when you took that fall.
Yeah,
oh,
Feels
no.
bad, man.
Because
Oh, that's
I
right.
I was smart and swung my sword at him while he was already frozen.
And yeah, unfortunately, off you went. Looks like Calvin not too pleased with what he found with the Sahasrara turn in.
What was it?
Nothing of value, but
He's just staring. He's just blank staring
no.
at Sahasrara. He was absolutely
Unfortunately,
convinced.
Calvin has F'd, so
GG.
unfortunately, just saw it in the SRL room. Calvin has forfeited.
I can't blame him.
No,
No.
16 tries against Trinex only to find that it was a piece of heart. That's very feels bad, man.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, with what he would have had left, I would have went into Desert Palace, and then the checkerboard cave would have been right there, which gets the bow. But, I can definitely understand where Calvin's at this point.
Yeah, that's frustration.
Just, with that being said, I'm going to read off A0187, our 9th place finisher, 2 hours, 1 minute, 40 seconds, and Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna, our 10th place finisher, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 38 seconds. So far, with everybody that's finished, you guys were top 10.
Well,
I'm not
not a big
sure.
race tonight because of the other tournament qualifier.
Pack schedule as always.
Yeah, very true. This tends to be a busy night on the speed gaming front with all the various things that get thrown into the mix. I think I saw all 6 channels going when this race started.
Looks like the top 3 for the race were only an hour and a half, so everybody else was about how long we took. So
Yeah, it was an hour 2, an hour 26, and
Yeah, well, if I could have dodged going into swamp and pod and everywhere else.
yeah, a
Just
lot
looking
of
for
the
that bow.
locations where you figure, okay, something's got to be hiding here, and it just nope. I think I heard one more Discord ping.
yes, Calvin has joined us.
Hey,
Ah.
Calvin.
GG's.
Calvin, I just wanted to say, I said it before. I'm saying it again. You are a trooper and my hero for continuing with that Trinex fight. Even after those deaths, you just refuse to give up, and GG for that alone.
You know, I never really, I know this might be hard to believe to everybody, but I never really have a problem with that boss. It just got the best of me today. And I think after like the 3rd time dying to it, I was just like, you know what, my brain is just scrambled. I'm just going to try. And then I'm like, all right, I've had enough. Like, I'm gonna get this guy 2 more times, and then I got it. I'm like, what? Why couldn't it work like this every time? I don't know.
It happens.
But I forfeited it because I'm like, I died too much. I'm not gonna sit here and waste everyone's time. I'll probably go back and finish it on my own, to be honest.
All right, so we will make
No
no
spoilers,
mention of what lies ahead of you.
No, that's. I'm looking for the bow right now. Like, I think it's got to be in desert now. I think, or Mire, maybe. Since I just got the boot.
We won't say anything.
Our lips are sealed. Our lips are sealed. There will be no mention of it, and I'm not even going to be, fancy and try to sneak a hint in. No.
Okay.
Also, don't feel too bad. I felt again in quite a few times getting through him, so we were both having issues today.
Yeah, it feels bad, man. Oh my god.
Good heart getting through it, though.
I'm just glad that Trinex fight is over.
Yeah, I hate Hammer Trinex. I gave it one shot and left.
Just nope.
So, pardon me if I say this wrong, Mr. Frico. Remember I said I would work on my Mafia fight. You enjoyed that? I got that one pretty good that time.
Yes, you did. I was impressed with that one.
I guess it's time to work on Trinex now.
Well, I think that was more systemic of hard mode being hard mode, more so than anything else at that point.
Speaking of, like, the blue boomerang doesn't stun enemies, does it?
No, it does
Not
not.
in hard mode.
Neither does the red one.
Okay.
I made the same mistake.
That's the only reason why I grabbed the blue thing. I'm like, I might as well have something to stun things. But shout out to Sabotender for giving me a couple hints before I jumped into the race. I guess he forgot that one.
Yeah, there are a couple surprises. One that got me by surprise was when everybody was using potions. I'm like, why is their magic bar so low? And then I was like, oh, right. You only get half of what you're supposed to.
I mean, I felt like I was, that was one of the things that Sabotender told me. Be resource managing a little bit harder, and that's why I got a couple potions, before I dived into Ice Palace to try and combat that, because I know I had a problem in there last time, and I'm like, geez, I'm not going to let this happen again.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I was doing pretty good up until Turtle Rock.
You were, to be honest. That's really where, the wheels sort of fell off. I don't think you were in the lead at any meaningful point because, everybody went into Kakariko, everybody went into the well, got all of that stuff. Then we started to see the diversion in routing. I think you did pick up the hammer, right?
Off a hobo, like, after I got flippers from, I think it was in Skull Woods, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yeah, it's the bow that you're missing. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go find that. I will finish this run if anybody wants to hop over to me.
The cheap plug. Well, there's not. I mean, there isn't much going on right now. I believe there's a Metroid and Link to the Past combo randomizer going right now. But aside from that, I believe the Zelda 1, I believe that's a tournament match, and I'm not sure if that's going. It's near the end of its time frame, as is our daily race. There was a double anti-bingo Super Metroid run, which I think is already finished. The Wind Waker randomizer might still be going on Speed Gaming 1. The combo randomizers on Speed Gaming 5, I believe.
Mm.
And if you
Well-
really want to burn the midnight oil, we can stick around. No. I think the next thing that's going to fire off is at 10 o'clock in the morning with our Star Wars pod racer. Hopefully you finish out the rest of that seed and let me know how it went for you.
Oh, definitely. But instead of coming to watch me, go watch all those tournament stuffs. And I appreciate everything y'all do. Thanks for the commentating. Thanks for the tracking. And yeah, I'll work on a Trinex fight this time.
We are happy to do this. We are happy to watch you, and thank you for running.
All right. You're
Yeah,
welcome. You guys have a
absolutely.
good night.
You too, Calvin. All right, so I think we're about at that point where we want to shut it down. All our runners have finished, at least on the restream. Let me check to see if anybody else is finished, and doesn't look like it. So, anything else you guys want to say before we kick you all out of here?
Time to go practice some more Ganon. Oh wait, I just got plenty. Never mind.
All right, so I think that's going to just about do it for us tonight.
I think so too. I think it's a good time to say goodnight. And
All right.
a good opportunity to wish the best on everyone else's rando seeds.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are a couple stragglers that are still going, but they're all off stream. Calvin, at this point, I believe, might resume the run. So I'm going to shout out Fatboy Bowl 300 and Hibernator GG as our unsung heroes, the trackers.
Don't forget to pat yourself on the back there, Freako, and I'm being utterly serious. A big thank you for commentating with me. I am Tony, aka Tony Likes Games, and it has been an enjoyable seed, other than the apparent bad luck for our runners when it comes to bosses tonight.
Oh,
GG's.
you turn the difficulty dial a little bit, and as we saw tonight, it changes things a little bit.
And it looks like Calvin has found the bow. Oh, I think that was 5 slashes?
5, I think, yeah.
Alright, well that answers that for our little mini game.
So now it's time to scroll back up the chat to see who won that one, but I don't think I'll be able to do it right now. Have to go back into the logs. It's been a while, but all right, I think with everything decided, unless you have anything left to say, I believe somebody's still left. Signums or Old Man Sunshine?
Nope, GG's to everyone.
Nope. Thanks for showing me, and hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah, you too. Sleep well. For Tony, I am Freako, and I believe at this point we're going to shut it down. So have a good night, everybody.